How to stay motivated, focused, and persistent. It's Friday. It's a Friday night. I'm not at the club. I'm not drinking with my buddies. I'm sitting alone in my apartment doing a YouTube video. And this is coming from somebody who already has a measure of success. I have done the work. I've spent 4 to 5 years building up my writing career. And now I'm starting all over doing a YouTube channel where nobody knows who I am. It's a Friday night. I could be having fun doing all this other stuff. So why am I doing this? Why am I bringing myself back to square one? What keeps me motivated, focused, and persistent while most people can't bring themselves to do anything outside of what they're obligated to do? It's because I realize how the game of life works now. I realize the dividends that you can have from putting in the work for a short amount of time. I've been working at it for 5 years, but I easily could be doing another 5 to hit another level. I'm only 29 years old, and it doesn't make any sense for me to stop right now because I look at the long term and I look at the dividends that come from doing work in what seems like a long time frame, 5 to 10 years, but that's going to pay off for the rest of my life. What I do in the next 5 years financially is going to take care of me for the rest of my life. You can bank on that. As far as building things up to where I have this sort of brand company that runs itself, putting in 10 years is going to take care of all that. So the more you work, the more you want to work. The more you realize that people are just on games. So what am I going to do if I go out tonight, right? I'm going to have some drinks, chat up some people, have some fun, wake up with a hangover. But you know what? I'm 29 years old. Let me put in 6 more years of work. Let me be 35 and retired. Still working hard. I'll write a book every year. That's a goal. I said I'm going to write a book every year for the rest of my life. But I'm willing to make the sacrifices because A, I just have a love for the game. That's why I tell you guys to focus on your strengths. If you enjoy what you do, it's not going to be that hard. B, I've already gone through a 5-year cycle and see what's on the other end, like unimaginable on the other end from when you get started. And C, once you understand that there is no endpoint to the game, that there is no moment that you arrive, that's when you realize that you're just doing the work to do the work. You are playing the game to play the game. Like what is everyone else doing? They're just letting their lives slowly drain away. And they're going to be the ones who are having fun right now, but who's going to get the last laugh 5 years from now, 10 years from now? I wake up every day and literally for 10 hours a day, I'm working. Either I'm writing, I'm putting together a book, I'm shooting a video, I'm exercising to keep myself healthy, I'm going to speech clubs to become a better speaker, to get better on video. Now, granted, I make time for fun. I don't just sit in my house all day. But I realize the importance of the grind. I realize the importance of having a playful, joyful attitude towards your work. It's not hard for me to stay motivated and focused because I aligned everything with my strengths. So that's what you guys got to do. But then once you do that, don't make the mistake that most people make. So what do most people do? They get a little bit of success and then they think they have the golden touch. This is how people lose fortunes. This is how people only have 15 minutes of fame. This is how people go up and then go down because they start to think that it was them that caused the success. But it's the work. The work causes the success. It's not about you. So you have to always find a way to bring yourself back to having that beginner's mindset because what else are you going to do anyways? You're a human being. You're wired to achieve. You're wired to strive for better. And I think so many people in our society are unhappy because they have nothing to aim for. They have no goals. They have no purpose. They have no meaning. Now, I like to have a drink every now and then. I like losing my sense of self and getting to have fun, lowering my inhibitions. There's nothing wrong with that. But let's be honest. A lot of people do that because they need to escape from their life. And the only way you're going to avoid a need for needing to escape from your life is to have a purpose and a mission. And then you'll stay motivated and focused and persistent. And what happens if you adopt the right attitude is when you reach a precipice of success, instead of resting on your laurels, you double the fuck down, right? So there's this Jay-Z song called My First Song. And the intro to the song has Biggie Smalls talking about working with Puff Daddy, Sean P. Diddy Combs, whatever he goes by these days. And his advice that he gave to Biggie was, no matter how successful you get, always work like you're an intern. Always work like it's your first project. Always stay hungry. Never get too full of yourself and think you're above the work, because that's how you lose it all anyways. So the first video I created for this channel was talking about how to just get started. So I'll link to that. You just get started, and then when you get traction, you don't rest. You double down. People seem to have this idea that if they make a lot of money or become successful, things are going to get easier, or that they're just going to be able to coast. And people, I don't even get the need. Why do you want to coast? So you can become this blob of a human being who sits on the beach all day and drinks pina coladas? Is that what you really want to do? You want to sit in your house and win the lottery so you can do fucking nothing all day? All right, fine. Have fun with that. Have fun with having a hole in your soul from not having something to aim for. And if it seems like I'm being hyperbolic, look around. Look around at the society we live in. It's a psychological problem based on a lack of meaning. I guarantee you, if people had a meaning and purpose for their life, so many of these problems would go away. Addiction, sadness, fighting. Self-actualized people don't fight on Facebook comments, okay? So all this stuff going on is a lack of motivation, persistence, and focus. So how do you get there? You start. There's no book in the world, no video in the world that is going to make you get off your ass and make that first step. But I promise you, 6 months, 12 months, 24 months, all of a sudden you're up at 5 years. And then once you get there, don't make the mistake of thinking you are hot shit now. Nope, you start all over. All over. And you know what's going to happen? 5 to 10 years from now, it's going to be, during it, you're going to feel like, wow, everyone else is having so much fun. They have so much social life. And then you know what's going to happen? You're going to look up. You are going to have so much abundance that you'll be the one traveling the world all the time, not just 4 weeks a year. You'll have enough money to do whatever you want all the time, not just when your tax returns come. You're going to look up and everyone around you is going to be out of shape, broke, in debt, addicted, depressed. And you are going to be walking around like you owe the world nothing. And you owe the world nothing because you own the world, because you put in the work. So that's how you stay motivated, focused, and persistent. Get after it.